Hi guys, my name is Ryan Audette, and this is my life career as a marine biologist. Now, there are over 700,000 different types of marine organisms in our ocean. Now, it's believed that only two-thirds of that has been found. So that's over 200,000 animals that we have no idea where they are, what they look like, or anything. Now, I'm going to take you why I want to become a marine biologist. Also, I'm going to tell you what kind of education you need to become a marine biologist, and also, what no college student wants to hear is how much is this going to cost, but what else am I going to gain after it? Now, inspiration for this career is simple. I love adventure. Adventure is my biggest thing. I want to be able to I want to go places where nowhere else has gone before. I want to be able to find things that no one else has found. Speaking of finding things, I want to discover new life. New life is the key of everything. To be able to hold something in your hand and say you discovered it, you brought it to light, is one of the biggest accomplishments that I want to have in my life. Now, I have a big passion for aquatic life. It all started when I was a little kid. I've always loved the ocean, lived in South Florida my whole life, by the beach. You got me by the water, I'm in there. Fishing, diving, you name it. Now, continue with that, my background with marine life isn't that long. I've been at Petco for a little over 2 years, and that's where it all started, where I actually enjoyed aquatic life. Freshwater, saltwater, you name it. I wanted to learn about it. Now, my big thing is I want to be able to go to school for something I want to enjoy learning. And marine biology is something I want to learn. Now, what's there to know? Now, you don't technically need a marine biology degree to become a marine biologist. Now, all you really need is a biology degree, even though it's not going to put your foot in the door and it's not going to get you really as far as you should be. Also, there are multiple sciences that you need to know. That's physics, chemistry, and also biology. Now, science that's not where it stops. You have to get your math going. That means you have to at least get up to a calculus. And for me, I hate math, so that's probably where I'm going to stop. But if you keep going with that, it's just going to be better and better and better for you. Now, also, what you can do is be an intern. Now, everyone can be an intern. It doesn't matter if you're in a business degree, an engineering degree, schooling degree. It really doesn't matter. There's internships everywhere. Now, for me at least, I'm not going to make any money in my internship. It's very unlikely that I'll see a dime for being an intern as a marine biologist because marine biologists don't make that much. Now, traits I need to have. I need to be an independent thinker. What that means is when I'm out in the field, I need to be tight on my feet and just know what I'm doing. If something comes out of the water and I don't know what it is, they're going to look at me like I have no idea what I'm doing. So I have to be an independent thinker. Also, data. Data is the biggest thing. If you're going to be any type of scientist, you have to have data. You have to back up your conclusions. You can't just say, hey, this is the question, this is my answer. No, you have to show how you got there. Now, being creative is what a scientist is all about. If you're not creative, then what are you? You have to be able to ask questions that no one else has asked. You have to go farther than anyone else is willing to go. Now, cost of college. Well, I know, it sucks. I did all the math in my head and everything. And now, if I really want to become a marine biologist and I get into gear and I do everything I'm supposed to, it's going to take me about 4 years. And that's not if I drop classes. That's if I take at least 5 courses every semester. Now, what that's going to lead up to is about $24,000 for 4 years. That is a lot. And that does not include living, books, or labs. So I did the math again in my head. If I'm going to be in college and have to be focused on my studies, I'm not going to want to have a job in college. And if I'm going to be an intern, I have no time to have a job in college. So what I would have to do is take a loan out. And that loan would be up to $50,000 to live for 4 years. And that's not including the $24,000 I talked about before. Now, how much will I make? That's the sad part about this. The average salary starting off for a marine biologist is only $30,000. And you can make up to $45,000 just being an average marine biologist. Now, if you go into the government, you can make up to $70,000 to $100,000 as a marine biologist, but that takes years and years and years, and you really need to know what you're talking about. Now, this is my dream job, but is this the right job for me? Only the future will tell. Now, I've told you why I want to become a marine biologist, what kind of education I need, and also, how much is it going to cost? Now, hope you had a whale of a time with me.